Welcome to Tea with Willie Dee. Welcome to Tea with Willie Dee. Welcome to Tea with Willie Dee, a low-key, stress-free vibe where we're here to do nothing more than spread love and some dope-ass energy. A low-key, stress-free vibe where we are here to do nothing more than spread love and some dope-ass energy. I'm Willie Dee, CEO of Loving You Productions and talk show host of the Facebook Live show Thanking You. In this very here show, Tea with Willie Dee, I've decided to own my power and step out into the world on this exciting new journey as my own boss. I'm making it my mission to remind the world that human connection is real and there is power in conversation. These teas are changing the game for me because I'm realizing we are all going through the same things. No matter what occupation, race, gender you are, we, as the human species, are all connected. And whether you like it or not, there is no elevating as a people until we realize that. But now, I get to sit in my favorite seat and introduce you all to another incredible soul, Hernando Umana. Hernando and I first met about 7 years ago when I was serving tables at 44 and a half. It was a job where I learned I could successfully serve tables drunk, okay? May she rest in peace. His voice is incredible and his gifts are something from beyond us. He proved it by booking Kinky Boots, which is the highest stand score I've ever attempted to scream at an audition. Like seriously, me dancing in heels, a dream, right? Tell that to my throat, okay? He also shook the scene when he came out publicly as HIV positive. I believe my generation of gay has extremely unique situation. We grew up right after AIDS took out a lot of people. Our parents were terrified for us to come out as gay and be exposed to that life. Then we were introduced to that little pill PrEP that changed everything. And I mean everything. Bitches act like they can't even spell condoms these days, let alone use one. So, where are we mentally? Where are we going? Hernando and I have grown up in the same city in the same time living two distinctly different lives. And today, he has allowed me to join his journey for a peep into his reality. So please give an amazing welcome to the Loving You Lounge to Hernando Umana. Like the way I say that shit?
You sound Spanish.
I'm from Texas, darling. Like, welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the Loving You Lounge. Please state who you are, what you do, your Instagrams.
My name is Hernando Umana, at Hernando Umana. I'm an actor, and I also own a business called CBD Dog Health.
Which he just hooked Uno up. Uno's in the living room chilling on some new shit. Well, thank you for coming.
Yes.
We're so excited to have you. You were recently back in the city from what? What have you been doing? What's 2019 been like?
As much as I wish School of Rock was Broadway, it was tour.
Okay, it was tour.
So I was there for a year, and then I went to Tampa to start my CBD business.
Okay, and where did that come from? Where did you decide to start CBD?
I have an amazing friend, entrepreneur. Her name is Angela Ardolino. Her first business was a theater called Miami Children's Theater, which is where I first started to do shows.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was my first director, and she's just been like my mentor in life. And I told her a few years ago I want to be an entrepreneur, and she knows I love dogs and cannabis. Yeah. So when the opportunity happened, she called me and said, "Give me all your money."
Yeah. And you did.
And I did, gladly.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. This is my 11-year-old dog. He used to limp when he would walk. But thanks to Hernando recommending CBD Dog Health, it's changed his whole little life. Look, there's not a single limp.
It's just like the most natural healing plant in the world. There's just a lot of miseducation, which is what we're doing. So if you want to learn more, it's www.cbddoghealth.com. We do blogs every week. We're education heavy. Get your dogs off of all prescriptions. They just, they act as Band-Aids, they don't heal, they suppress the immune system. We have a natural plant that actually fucking heals. So, let's get on that.
I love that you've been on Broadway, and actors, when they dream, like, you dream Broadway, you dream big, and then you do the reality of the business and, like, fighting for it, and you get the contract, and it is an amazing contract, but it's another job.
I like money.
Yeah,
and,
same.
I love theater, and doing theater for money kind of took the joy away from me a little bit, and so I wanted to find something where I can make money out somewhere else, so that I can do theater that I want to do when I want to do.
Where are you from?
Miami.
Okay. Ooh, Miami.
Yeah.
Sorry, they love me there. Oh, I love them, girl. How long have you been in New York?
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years. What's that like? in New York.
It's great.
You're a New Yorker.
I'm a New Yorker, 10 years, right? Yeah.
I'm like a couple months shy.
You know, I say I don't always love New York, but I love New Yorkers.
Okay.
When I was in Florida...
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I can't live anywhere else because New Yorkers are so special.
Yeah, that's how I feel. The New York vibe better with me than the people in LA. No offense.
Just live half and half. When you're fucking wealthy and successful, that's what you'll be doing, girl.
By close to the joke in this.
It's gonna happen. Put it out there.
May I touch you?
Put it.
That's I had to. Bitch, they be trying to be like they could sue you. If you I will say, in our prep, I am proud of you because as someone who we orbited in the same circle. I wouldn't say that we hung out a lot.
Totally.
Or like we both were living very different lives. I've watched your hustle. I've watched your grind. I remember you being so excited about getting Kinky Boots because you like worked really hard to get it. Like you weren't a dancer, correct? I'm gonna say like
not a dancer.
And like that Kinky Boots to me was like Broadway dream. Yeah. I think your amazing voice in that show and having to dance, that must have changed who you are as a performer.
Yeah, it was the scariest thing I've ever done. Dancing
Really?
actually terrifies me.
Okay.
Dancing in 6-inch heels terrifies me. Dancing in 6-inch heels next to other incredible dancers is even scarier. But Jerry gave me permission to just be like authentically me and be weird and awkward and make it a choice.
Yeah.
And once he gave me that choice, it opened me up a lot. And I learned the power of confidence through that.
Yes. Because what is that like? What is booking your first Broadway show like? Can you just walk us through it for a second?
I mean, it was fucking exciting, of course.
Yeah.
It was a process to get there, and by the time I got the call, I was just like, finally!
Yeah. Because how many times were you in? Like,
well, I was on tour for a year,
Okay.
and they kind of kept saying yes, no, maybe.
oh, so you did the tour first?
So we did the tour first,
Okay.
and then I did Broadway for 2 years, yeah.
Because I feel like that never happens anymore. No one's ever like, I got to go from the tour to Broadway. Everyone's like,
it wasn't given to me.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I had to...
Say that again?
It was not given to me. They didn't want to pull me, and they kept saying no at first because they were comfortable with me being on tour.
yeah.
So I put in my notice.
You said the nicest smile. They were comfortable with me being on tour.
I put in my notice
on the
to
ground.
say, well, now what?
Yeah.
And they still were a little resistant,
Yeah,
and
she's the boss.
I kept calling my agents and said, you fucking stalk them.
Yeah.
I asked if I could come to the auditions.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no, don't worry. So I submitted a video anyway, and the next day I got the call.
You're kidding. Why did you want it so bad? What connected you to that show?
I felt I deserved it. It was my fucking Broadway debut, and I worked my ass off, and it was time for me to get it. So
Yeah.
I wanted it.
How long did it take to put her into her place? Like,
When we started tour, 2 hours.
okay.
By the time Broadway ended, 15 minutes.
What'd she look like? Hold on. Well, I mean,
The same from afar.
yeah.
But the best part of that whole experience was that dressing room putting on the makeup with 7 other queer men. It was catty and hilarious and like, I mean, the description in the breakdown says, this ain't no job for no wallflower.
Yeah. It does. Oh my god, you're so right.
It's very true. You
Yeah.
have 8 huge personalities in one dressing room that could be the most fun moments I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
And the most like,
Ooh.
there were days where I just like, even if I didn't have headphones, I'd do this, which meant don't talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave
Oh,
me
no.
alone. But no, it was,
Yes.
that was my favorite part of the whole show. Was the dressing
Yeah.
room.
Well, I would love. This is gonna go into our theme already. Today's theme is truth. You were not here because you're HIV positive, but when you came out, you shook the industry.
I did.
Did you? That was
crazy.
That's the first. Did you know that
No.
was going to happen?
No, I knew it was gonna get a reaction.
Because you're in your room. Let me paint the picture.
Yeah.
You were in your room, in my head.
Okay.
You write on this piece of paper, HIV positive. It's what does it say?
Oh, yeah.
I am HIV.
Something like
whatever.
that.
Like,
Living
I'm
with
like,
HIV is
living with
yeah,
HIV.
yeah.
I won't get it wrong. You take the picture, you find the lighting, you find the filter, you get the hashtags.
Honey.
You press send. And I know when I put like a booty pickup and like you can get just notifications.
Yeah.
You are in the industry. You have people on Broadway watching. You have people who go to these shows on tour who've seen you, who want to be you, and you are claiming this title that we all have a stigma towards. No matter what, if it's positive or negative, like we all have something to say about it. How do you feel? Sorry, I don't even know how to answer. Like, what was the first like or like comment? Like,
I made myself just take a fucking photo and not really care too much what I look like, and just I had written out a few days before what I was gonna write. Well, like I just copied it, pasted it, took a Fido.
She nervous too. No. This is.
Took a photo.
Thank you for sharing this.
And press send, and I walked away from my phone for a second. And I was just like, all right, that's done. Let's go. The thing about it is I've been open about it for years.
Okay.
Everyone who knows me knows. And I get messages from people all the time saying, my friend told me to reach you, I found out I was HIV. Like, it's just like a thing. Social media was just a thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I press send and walk away. And
I was born in Dallas, Texas. Like, people tried to scare me out of being gay. Like, in my community, they just, like, didn't want it. They, like, whatever. And so I've always lived with this, like, pressure in this fear. And, like, I have fucked up a lot. I worked on Fire Island for 5 years. In the best way, the thing I loved about Empire is, like, they were talking about prep, and they were, like, bringing the conversation into
Empire.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Oh, when Jesse Smollett said all that shit, I didn't even care about. I was more upset that, like, my mom finally watched an episode where, like, his boyfriend was HIV positive, and, like, Cookie freaks out about it and, like, wants to protect him, and Cookie has to learn about PrEP and undetectable, and, like, they just start talking the term. Because I think that's the thing is, it's like the world saw the massacre and the, like, all the bad. We were quick to show all the bad. I'm like, we haven't yet, at least in my opinion, when I'm thinking of guests and people I want to talk to, I don't know anyone that's been able to, like, go, like, we all have the coming out story, and we all had to, like, grow and go through that. You literally had to do that twice.
Yeah, but
Does
here's
it
the
feel
thing,
like
is
that?
like, okay, when you came out of the closet, and you finally start to realize, like, how amazing it is to get that truth out there, why would you want to stay in your closet, in another closet, about something else? That, it just didn't make sense to me. It's part of my fucking life. It has nothing to do with me. So, like, people ask me all the time, like, if I get turned down for a hookup or for a date or something that's positive, I'm like, that has nothing to do with me.
Yes, that's everything. I always say everyone is projecting their own version of their insecurities.
Totally.
When did you find out? Can we?
Yeah, I was 20 years old.
Okay. Oh my god! Couldn't even legally drink in these streets.
I was the second person I ever slept with, and like, I mean, I was a young 20 years old too. Like, I didn't know anything. They told me, and my first thing I asked was, "How long do I have to live?" That's how, like, no idea. And the person who tested me was an older woman who was also positive, and so she really was amazing. God, I gotta go visit her.
Oh my god!
I know.
You were such a good person.
Sometimes.
Yes. But the fact that you even think to visit this woman.
No, she was really cool to me. She was, I mean, yeah, she was great. Yeah, so I had like I mean, it was rough. I just didn't know. But once...
How long did you keep it a secret from others?
My sisters... and some of my closest friends had told right away. Okay. I need to talk things out. So, hi. I'm not good at keeping secrets from myself. I just I need to discuss. Yeah. So I had a few friends I told, and obviously we are all kind of uneducated. So but they were amazing.
Cause I feel like no one educates themselves on it really until like they're in this situation. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like we're all too scared to really know what's gonna happen and what's gonna be.
Well, once I realized what it is, I literally remember thinking one day, "That's it."
No.
So I take a pill at night. So I can't give it to anyone. I'm not gonna be sick all the time, but. So what's the problem?
Because will you explain undetectable?
Yes, undetectable basically means...
Oh, my mom's here. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Listen up.
She's going to be safe.
Yeah, we good.
Undetectable means I'm on medication, and I take a pill at night, and...
Big pill, little pill?
I think it's the same as... It looks the same as PrEP.
Okay. Medium size.
Yeah, medium size. And it just means that there's so little of it in my body that it's impossible to transmit. Okay. Whether we're having unprotected sex, whether you're on PrEP or not, you just can't transmit it. So basically they figured out how to get it down that low that it doesn't affect you. They just haven't figured out how to keep it out. Without taking medication. Yes. Or like getting rid of it 100%.
But you having the medication, as long as you're taking it, you take it once a day,
once
twice
a day, every night.
Same time?
Around the same time.
Around the same time.
Yeah, everyone's on a different regimen. Some people take it during the day, and it kind of depends. And every few years it's a new something.
Do you think we'll see, like...
a cure?
Yes.
I think so. I think we will see it, for sure. my fucking, like, dream would be, if it happens soon enough, for the people who live through it to see it.
The things that different from us is because I am HIV negative.
Mom.
I literally just said that for my mother. I am HIV negative, but I have made mistakes. And I have caught other things. And I've been able to take a shot in the butt and to, like, still go and serve tables with a sore arm. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
But you can relate to the generation before us in a way that I can't. Where do you sit when it comes to relating with them?
We would be nowhere without them. Like, imagine if that... Unfortunately, the AIDS epidemic did a lot of good for us. It forced people out of the closet.
Yeah.
And we had to be seen for the first time. I wish it wasn't the way it was, but...
Yes.
It happened.
But it happened.
You know? I feel really fucking... Being gay is my favorite part of my life.
Mine too.
It's my favorite part of my life. I love being a gay
Me
man.
too.
We wouldn't have everything we had if it wasn't for the generations before us. And they had to... I love being a part of a community that had to work to be seen, and we're part of something bigger. I think they fought for us to live this way, and I think when everyone who's positive has their own journey, and this is not to put anyone who's positive who doesn't want to share to the world down. This is just my thoughts for myself, is that I think when we keep it this hush-hush and make it this much of a stigma, it's such a slap in the fucking face to people who wish we had what we had today.
Yes. No, absolutely. And I say that also saying I back you in working on Fire Island for 5 years. Like, that's why I say our generation, we did help, and I was at marches, and I did stuff, and I came out wholeheartedly, but, like, I can't comprehend, like, my boss, Dan Nardicho, the amount of friends he lost, the amount of, like, the way his life changed. I feel like there is more that I could be doing or should be doing, or at least spread. That's what, like, I need to spread a message, because if I don't know anyone that is openly talking about being HIV positive, I know a lot of people from where I'm from don't know anyone. I know a lot of people in Texas still see it a certain way.
You just sometimes have to see what it looks like.
Yes.
And, like, I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of gay right, amazing things happen with gay rights at the same time that we start to get seen on shows like Glee and Modern Family. I really don't think it's a coincidence. I think people saw it and were like, that's it?
Yeah.
That's what they look like?
Oh, yeah.
They're normal people.
Just
and
stronger and prettier, okay? We got the genes.
So that's what I feel about it. I'm like, this is what it looks like. Because before I knew what HIV was, or met someone who was HIV positive, I thought I would be able to tell what they look like.
Yes.
Which is so stupid now, thinking about it. But how did we know? You know, I thought there was going to look like someone really sick. And
yes.
So I want to show people, like, I'm fucking strong, I'm healthy,
and fine.
Like, I just, fuck you, like, like this is what it is.
Because to me, you're the epitome of, like, you have fair skin, and you've been on Broadway, and he's, like, strong and smart, and, like, you aren't walking down the street where people are ever going to be like, he's HIV positive.
No. In looking at people who are out HIV positive, I realize how few of them are white.
Yeah.
Most of them are people of color.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, if you guys don't have enough to, like, deal with, why can't there be more white, like...
No, you're an ally for real.
No, but like, why... Just, like, step the fuck up.
Yes.
You guys have to step the fuck up every fucking day, and then you're putting yourself out there more like that. Yes. Any white people who want to come out positive, it makes a fucking difference. White people are privileged as fuck, and I think we can do our part a tiny bit.
I will say nothing in this.
Yes. It just is what it is, and if we can do our part a fucking little to take a little responsibility, I think we should.
How has that defined who you are now? Like, would you go back and change it? Would you go
about
back
coming out positive? No, it's the greatest thing I've ever done.
Thank you for saying that. Not you should be like, oh, I take it back. Because why?
No.
You would not be who you are without it. And right now you are
living like authentically 100% myself is the most liberating thing that's ever happened. I feel more confident. I hold myself higher, and there's power in that. There's a lot of power in that.
Yes.
I feel great.
So we're going to move into my favorite section called Your Moment.
Great.
If you woke up today with this platform and you had to spread a positive message to the hundreds of thousands of people watching us on Facebook and Instagram. This very moment, what would your message be? What would you want to give out to the world? You have a second to think about it.
I love what you said in the beginning, that you start to realize that we all are going through the same things no matter who we are. And I encourage everyone on transparency and honesty, because when we do that and we get to hear that other people are going through the same things, it makes life so much fucking easier. We've all got our shit, we've all got our issues, so let's just like talk about it.
Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? Okay.
It's so wise.
Yes, I love it. I'm like, I have so much good content today. I'm gonna blow up your Instagram. Yes, we're back, bitches. Your voice. When you pass on through this life and your energy moves beyond us, what do you want to be remembered by? What is your legacy moment?
I don't really need my legacy to be like Hernando. I want to be part of queer people leading a movement, an ally to my black brothers and sisters, and I just want to be part of that and know that I don't know, when people look back at this time and they think, oh my god, it's so ridiculous it wasn't gay marriage, oh my god, teenage black boys are getting murdered, like, I want to be able to know that I did my part in that.
Well, I can say, as a man of color, as a gay girl, growing up gay and black in Texas, this life did not seem real. And then even when it did seem real, there are other obstacles in the way that people threw at us. And like you said, one day people will look up and be like, I cannot believe they didn't have this or this or that. I hope that one day we look up and like, every status, every disease, every whatever we go through, we look at as something that the human race needs to experience together and grow through together. Because I think at the end of the day, that's the only way we can all move forward.
Totally.
And I am so honored that you shared your voice and your journey with me today.
Thanks.
Like you could do, but of course, you could be anywhere in New York City, and you're sitting here with me, just telling your truth. And because of that, you are absolutely doing everything you said you want your legacy to be. And I am really proud of you. And I'm a fan.
Thanks, ditto. This is so fucking cool.
I am a fan. I'm rooting for you in just your endeavors, not even but like anything you do and touch. I believe that you experience everything for a reason, and that you are a unique person that is going to share that experience and change lives for real. It is an honor to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for coming.
having me.
Of course. Guys, this is what we're here to do. Nothing more than conversation, nothing more than just telling our truths and hoping that we'll all learn something or grow a certain way or just hear something different that'll change our perspective. Follow Hernando online at Hernando Umana. That's HERNANDO UMANA.
Yes!
I was like, I can fix it in post.
Find me on Grindr on 145th Street.
Oh, I had to get rid of that. I had it and I deleted it. If y'all asking, I didn't block you. I deleted it to save my own.
He blocked you.
And I don't have self-control with those things. I'm like,
I delete it like every other day.
same. And I got the year subscription from a friend, so I'm like,
There's a year subscription?
Yes, bitch. Restore purchase until June, and I'm ever. And then after that, I'm like, thank you so much for coming.
Totally.
This is Rich. Please follow me. I'm Willie Dee. WILLIEDEEE. 3 E's. Talk show host, just trying to spread a good message. Follow my production company, Loving You Production. Love you guys. Keep spreading the message. Keep having a positive energy and outlook. Keep following and subscribing and liking everything we do. We're just spreading positive message.
Pun intended.
Pun intended, okay? See, I couldn't say that first. I could not say that first. On that note,
No. Bye.